For most of us, entering a nursing home means the loss of control and individuality. 20 years ago, the Nursing Home Reform Act of 1987 recognized this when it boldly envisioned a brighter world for long-term care. A world where those needing skilled nursing care will find community, choice, and most of all, control. However, OBRA 1987, as it is known, did not specify how providers of nursing home care were to accomplish this. SAGE, the Society for the Advancement of Gerontological Environments, saw in OBRA an opportunity to transform nursing homes, and to do so in a holistic and systematic way. For almost 2 decades now, SAGE has refined a set of principles for the physical design of long-term care environments that embodies the OBRA philosophy. Creekview at Evergreen was its laboratory. Through 3 iterative evolutions involving the collaborative voices of regulators, designers, staff, and residents, Creekview taught SAGE how to articulate the OBRA vision of a brighter world. Today, SAGE shares its lessons learned as tools to help residents of other care communities achieve the fullness of life.
I think people are beginning to think that maybe I'm a speedster. I don't go too fast when there's anybody around. Let's put it that way.
Construction of this building, or in any place you can turn, there ain't something tops. Pictures on the walls, name it.
We've done a lot of things, been a lot of places, raised 6 kids.
Jim's wife Betty has advanced Alzheimer's.
Have at least 15 or 16 grandchildren. I don't know how many great-grandchildren I have.
While Jim lives in an independent apartment at one end of this continuing care retirement community, and Betty lives in a skilled care household at the other end. Barrier-free interconnections allow him to visit her easily for meals.
I had a hard time thinking about Creekview South, and I thought, Betty will never be able to come here. She'll spend the rest of her life up there in Eastview, and I didn't like her up there because they were crowded. They had 2 people in every room, and the rooms weren't hardly as big as this living room, and a curtain in between, and then a very tiny bathroom, and I thought that was what Betty was going to have to stay in the rest of her life.
This is where my wife and I would spend every night. My wife would come down that ramp over there. She had one area and I had one area, and we'd meet right here.
And when did she pass away?
About a month ago. She was a wonderful, wonderful wife.
You know, when you've got a hallway full of people looking to find somewhere to go, and there's only so far they can go, you know, here we have a multitude of resources for them.
They are constantly moving, and it's more purposeful movement. It's not just, I feel caged, I got to get out of here. It's, oh, what do you think is down that hallway? All right, now let's bring that foot behind. 3. Okay.
Communal activity spaces like this aerobic studio provide reasons for residents from different neighborhoods of the community to come together.
That supporting leg, the outside leg, will now go forward, side, and back. Forward, side, and back. Forward, side, back. Looks good. I think our residents that perhaps had a tendency to have some anxiety or some behavioral issues, many of those issues were related to the fact that the residents were in very close proximity to each other. It wasn't unusual to have 20 or 22 people at every single group we did. And these group members all have one or another form of dementia, which isn't conducive to having an effective group. So having more space allows us to have more groups, but smaller groups.
An aquatic center provides residents from all care levels, including skilled nursing, the many benefits of water exercise.
Very nice.
You like it a little longer, don't you?
A little longer on this side.
And therapists help residents and outpatients to maintain and improve functioning.
I can't fathom having an exercise group in the living room or in the dining room anymore, which is what we used to do. Our activity nodes are just so well thought out for those types of groups that it's a natural to gravitate towards that spot.
Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there we go.
The residents in a household see those same 11 residents day in and day out. There comes a point where they want to see other people also.
Limiting the world of these residents to this one household is not allowing them to have the highest quality of life.
We were blessed with a beautiful day. And it wasn't predicted that way, so the good Lord just said, I think will help these people out. Well, because our age is creeping up on us, in order to enjoy some few more years we hope we have, this is one of the beauty spots of it all.
You want to feel that you're welcome, that you're a part of a community.
You're up to $7.40 with half a haircut, right?
That's right. Well, I got 10 cents. I'm gonna live it up.
You create a wider world than what you can create with 10 residents.
I'm so big I take up so much room, you know.
No.
Did you win? Did you win? No, I didn't win.
Well,
I only won a dime. Yeah,
neither
well,
here you go.
that's the first time I didn't even win a dime.
No gravy.
To provide resident assistants more time for direct care and resident relationships, the food for all households is prepared in a central kitchen.
Residents have the right to choose whether they want to eat, whether they want to drink, because they come to a point in life where I don't want to eat. And well, you're going to starve. Well, that's my choice.
At my age, I'd rather be dead than to feel tied down and restrained, which is why I have this bracelet on. And that tells people, do not resuscitate. If I'm gone, I don't want to be brought back.
I just stay around this area because they figure I might get dizzy and tip over. So consequently, I do what they tell me. And if I don't, they make sure I do because the nurses, they keep an eye on me. And if you'll notice, the beautiful flowers are just starting now.
With greater freedom comes greater risk.
Right here when I took a spell.
Earlier, in this spot, Mike tripped on his shoelace and fell to the ground.
I did fall. I didn't hurt myself. You can sure notice how relaxing it is.
Quality of life based on their perception is of a higher value than their being bodily secure and living longer.
Can you get over this way a little ways? Huh? Get over this way a little ways so I can brush your teeth. Atta girl. Yeah.
I love the space that they have here. I mean, just something as simple as making a bathroom door a little bit wider, and life is grand.
Mm. See the birds up there? There's that dove. We got 4 doves in there now. Got 2 little ones and 2 big ones. Somebody said that they could hear them chirping, hear them singing, but I can't hear them. Do you hear them, Betty? Huh? I've had people say, what a cross to bear. What a joy it is. All but the fact that she can't express herself in the way that I think she would like to.
We do have residents with dementia and full care. They're integrated throughout Creekview South.
In Creekview, all residents require skilled care and live in residential households.
This is home for me.
It's 4:13 p.m. It's 4:13 p.m.
I'm classed as legally blind. In my hearing, I lost 3/4 of that.
Research has shown that the least capable residents benefit most from these small settings, which are joined into neighborhoods through a neighborhood center that is connected to the other resources in this continuing care campus.
It's 4:13 p.m.
This is her thing here. She's a Golden Legion Society from Butler University. There she is, a Girl Scout up there.
When we started talking about the identity cases, we were a little bit afraid that some of the items might disappear.
She was a prize baby. Indiana State Fair, 1922.
We felt that we would go by not enclosing them, and we could always do that at a later point if need be.
This is the balloon of our 65th wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary.
They feel like it's their home because it does have the appearance of being a house.
Wait a while, Mike.
In a household living environment, residents become givers as well as receivers.
It might be in your room, Mike. Remember taking it? Now go look and see in your room because yeah, it's in your room because you should walk with it.
What are you looking for?
Ken. Gotta be here.
Where's your cane?
I'm supposed to get pills.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you your pills.
The medication islands are right next to the kitchen area, which makes it seem more like you're part of the meal.
Mike, can you take these pills?
Well, I suppose.
Okay, take them before you go to bed. Want them in your hand? There's just 2.
One for me, one for you.
The building is designed first around the needs of the resident and second around the needs of the resident assistant, resulting in staff having more time to spend with residents.
Leave it on. Gotta keep it there for at least 5 minutes. Oh. Okay? Just relax. Yeah, that's good.
There are so many things that aren't choice driven that when you can give a resident that ability to take responsibility for their own being, they really do appreciate that.
We have no door alarms. The typical nursing home would be paranoid about the risks, the liability risk. What if residents get out? We have a pond outside. We have a creek out there. The residents get out and they can go into the creek. We got a woods.
Door opens automatically by switch. Don't tell me we locked ourselves out. Oh, there it is. There. Where's my room?
Your room? Over in the corner over there.
There, that's
by
what I
the
thought.
pink sign.
Huh?
Yep, by the pink sign.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yep.
I couldn't bring myself to believe that Betty would be in a place like she is now. And after it was all built, I went over. I was all alone. And I cried. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I stood there and I looked around. Nobody there. And I walked up and down. I looked at the rooms. I went into Betty's room. And I said, this is where she's going to be. Here in this room.
I bet it's on this table. What do you think of that for a bed shift? Found it.
Well, it's going to be just about time to go see Betty now, because it's 5 minutes to 3, and I'm usually over there around between 3 and 3:30.
To support your community's journey toward offering fullness of life, contact SAGE Federation or its state chapters about resources to assist with planning new and renovation projects.